Hello and welcome to Genesis Training. This is your trainer Kaustav. This is the third video on the series of coding and decoding. Let's get started. Now in these questions, these are the questions where you are not supposed to assume that the words and the codes are in the same order. Sometimes they might be, but you're not supposed to assume that they are. What do I mean by that? Just because PESL is mentioned first over here and basketball is mentioned first over here does not mean that PESL is the code for basketball. It may be the code, but just because this is mentioned first and this is mentioned first does not mean that that is the code for this. Now the question arises that in those numbers to words coding and decoding questions in part 2, we were assuming that the words, the letters and the digits were in the same order. So it was very easy. Here, how do we figure out which word means which word? This is what we do. We compare the two phrases and see what is common. For example, in the first one, LIGEN and LIGEN, they both are common. LIGN is common in both. So over here in the worded section, in the English section, we see which word is common. That is coat. That means LIGEN is the code for coat. Okay, so whatever is left out, that is the code for basketball over here. PESL is left out, basketball is left out. So PESL is the code for basketball. And here whatever is left out, STRISI is the code for room. STRISI is the code for room. And we have OLTA, GANTI as placement test. So this can mean this or this, we have no idea, and the other way around. So which word could mean guest room? The first thing we are 100% sure about is the room part. Room has to be there. And which word means room? STRISI means room. So we should look at the options again and eliminate whatever cannot be the answer. That is obviously C, which cannot be the answer, because this is the only option where STRISI has not been mentioned. So it is impossible to be the answer. Others have STRISI, 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 STRISI. Now let's check A. A starts with PESL. PESL is the code for basketball. So that cannot mean guest obviously. So A is gone. D starts with OLTA. OLTA is over here. That may mean placement or test, but it can definitely not mean guest. So D also is gone. Answer is B. Now a lot of people ask, how are you 100% sure that VOSEF is the code for guest? We are not sure. Nobody is sure. Nobody can be sure. Even the question is not sure. The question literally is asking which word could mean. That means which one is the possibility of meaning guest room. That's it. We know that A, C and D are 100% wrong. Bravo is the only one which is not 100% wrong. So that is the best bet out of the four. That is why this has a possibility. Others are impossible. Okay, that is how elimination helps us in coding and decoding. Okay, then let's move on to the next question. If TCP means drink fruit juice, so on and so forth, which word in the language means sweet? Okay, so again, let's compare the first and the second. We have TCP, Siki Li. What is common over here? C is common. And which word is common? Drink fruit juice. Juice is sweet. Juice is common. That means C is a code for juice. Alright, now let's compare second and third. Si, ki, li and li, ri, mi. What is common over here? Li is common. And which word is common? Juice is sweet. He is intelligent. Is common. So li is definitely the code for is. You see, it's not in the same order. So the only thing left out over here is ki, and the only word left out over here is sweet. So ki is the code for sweet. That is the answer. The people who do not take those words seriously, the people who think that the words and the codes are in the same order, they will definitely mark C as the answer. Because sweet is the last word over here, Lee is the last code over here. But you have to remember, do not assume that the words and the codes are in the same order. Remember that. Let's move on. Question number 3. Now this is like the heavier version of the previous two questions. Here we have 4 segments. We have 4 phrases and 4 sentences, 4 codes, and we have to get the code of every single word over here, and then accordingly we have to answer all these sub questions. Okay, so how to actually solve these questions? There is a system using which you can solve this question with the least amount of time possible. The first thing we do before solving anything is we first write down all the individual words, all the individual unique words which have been mentioned over here. He was singing good, the, aim, at, stadium, this, a. These are all the individual words mentioned over here. Alright, now how to compare the phrases? I told you we only compare the phrases, and whatever is common, accordingly we get the codes of the words, right? Now how to compare? Because if you compare randomly, that will end up wasting your time. For example, here if you compare 1 and 3, and then if you compare 3 and 1, that is just you wasting your time, because you compare 1 3 or 3 1, ultimately you're comparing the same things, which is not useful at all. So the system that I use to compare these sentences is this. First sentence compared with everything below it, that is the second one, third one and the fourth one. After that, the second one compared with everything below it, that is the third one and the fourth one. After that, the third one compared with everything below it, that is the fourth one. So totally only 6 unique comparisons, so that you do not waste your time at all. Okay, so let me demo this for you. You can actually pause this video and try to solve this question and time yourself, and then you can come back to this and see how long I take to solve it while explaining it to you, of course. Let's begin. First we compare 1 and 2. He was singing good, good was the aim. Which are the common words over here? We have was and we have good. Let's see the common codes over here. We have ho and we have la. So was and good, they can be ho or la, or they can be la, ho. Could be anything. Alright, after that, let's compare 1 and 3. He was singing good, singing at the stadium. Singing is common. Which code is common? Ta is common. So singing is definitely ta. And whatever is left out in the first one, that stands for he, because he is the only one which is unaccounted for. Pa is the only one which is unaccounted for. So he is definitely pa. Now let's compare 1 and 4. He was singing good. Was this a stadium? Only was is common. And which code is common? Ho is common. So was is definitely ho. So good is definitely la. So we finally have the codes for all the words in the first statement. That means we do not have to revisit the first statement at all. Now let's do the second one. 2 and 3. Good was the aim, singing at the stadium. Only the is common. Which code is common? We have G, which is common in both. So the is definitely G. And aim is the only one unaccounted for over here, and zo is the only one unaccounted for. So aim is definitely zo. The best part is we got all the codes for the second statement without even comparing 2 and 4, because we got everything in the second one. So we can directly jump to 3, 4. Singing at the stadium, was this a stadium? Stadium is the only thing that is common. Which code is common? We have ma, ta, ku, ji, ku. Ku is common. Yes. So stadium is definitely ku. And at is the only thing which is unaccounted for in the third one. So is ma over here. So at is definitely ma. This is ku. And in the last one we have this and a, and we have b and v. So this and a could be b, v, or it could be v, b. These are all the codes. Now when you have these codes, getting the codes only is the tougher part. That will take you like 2.5 to 3 minutes. Writing all these words will take you half a minute. So that is like 3.5 minutes. And answering all these questions will take you half a minute. So within 4 minutes, you can answer 5 questions using this system. And that is a very good deal. Let's do this. Which of the following represents the AIM Stadium? Let's do this. The AIM Stadium. We have the AIM Stadium in any order. Ji, Zo, Ku in any order. That is B. Ku, Ji, Zo. Done. Second one. What is the code for at? At is definitely Ma. Ma is B. Okay. Which of the following may be the code for she was singing? We don't know the code for she, but was and singing we know. Was, singing, ho and ta. Now the issue over here is A and C, both of them have ho and ta. Others don't have. So which one will be the correct answer? Alpha also has ma, but ma we already know is the code for at. So ma cannot be the code for she. That means A is definitely wrong, C may be correct. Others are definitely wrong. C is the only one which has the possibility of being correct. That is why they have asked maybe. Fourth one, which of the following may be the code for he good singing? He good singing. Pa, la, ta in any order. And we have exactly that in C. Pa, la, ta. Done. What is the code for aim? Aim is definitely Zo. So we have A. So B, B, C, C, A. These are the answers for this question. Now the same strategy can be used for the next question as well. Again, you can, now that you know the strategy, you can pause this video, try to solve this entire question and time yourself, and then see how I do it. Let's start. Again, first write all the individual words over here and then use the same logic. First, 1 and 2. Always go with ideas and with approach. So ideas is common and with is common. Ideas and with. Which codes are common? We have ba, ri, dib, gi, ma, ri. So ri and gi, they both are common for with and ideas. So we have, let me use white for this, or let me use yellow, that is better. So we have with and ideas, we have gi, ri or ri, gi. Done. After that, let's compare 1 and 3. Always go with ideas, go, approach and insights. So go is common in this. If go is common in this, which code is common? Ba and D. Ba is there. Ba is done. So we have go, which is ba. And the only thing unaccounted for is always. Here the only thing unaccounted for is dip. So always is definitely dip. Alright, done. Let me use white now. So we have now first one and the fourth one. Always go with ideas, with and better mind. So with is the only one common over here. Which code is common? Re, obviously. We have re and re. So with is definitely re. So ideas will definitely be G. That's it. 1 is done. So never visit the first statement again. Now let's do 2 and 3. Ideas and with approach, go, approach and insights. So we have and which is common and approach which is common. Again, two commons. Let's see. Ta, ma. Yes. Ta, ma. So what do we have here? And an approach. Ta, ma or ma, ta. Cool. Now let's do 2 and 4. Ideas and with approach, with and better mind. With we already know is re. So and is the only other thing that is common. So and is either ta or ma. We have ta over here. So and is definitely ta. So approach is definitely ma. Done. Now let's compare 3 and 4. Go, approach and insights. Insights is the only one which is unaccounted for over here. And approach also. So approach is the only one unaccounted for in the second one. Which is the unaccounted for over here? Oh, approach we already have. So insights is the only one unaccounted for, which is Joe. Done. Now we are only remaining with better and mind, that is key and toe. So better and mind can either be key toe or toe key. These are all the codes. Awesome. Now let's start with the sub questions. What is the code for ideas? Okay, what is the code for ideas? Ideas is G. Answer is A. Second one, ta, lo, ba could be the code for which of the following? We have ta, ta is and, lo we don't have, ba we have, ba is go. So we definitely need go and. Let's see. First one is gone. Second one also is gone. Charlie is, C is okay. D is also gone because we need go and both. So C is the only one which makes sense, which has go and both. Done. What does ta stand for? Ta is definitely and. So this one also done. C. Which of the following may represent insights always better? We have insights always and better. So we need dib, jo and key or toe. Dib, jo, key or toe. So A is gone. Dib, dib, dib. Jo, jo, no jo. D also gone. Dib, jo, toe is there. Dib, jo, re is there. Re is the code for with. So obviously that cannot be the answer. So C also gone. Answer is B. Toe, dib, jo. Maybe. It could either be toe or key. We have no idea what is the code for better. What is the code for with? With is re. Re is B. So we have A, C, C, B, P. These are the answers. So moral of the story, first of all, do not assume that the words and the codes are in the same order. And second of all, how do we compare different statements? Whenever there are 4 or 5 different phrases given, do it in a systematic manner. Always go down, never go up. This was all for this video, and this was all for coding and decoding. Thank you so much.